Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Okay, I have to go 3 different places this morning, so I got it. I want to take y'all with me. We'll kind of, be casually looking up in the sky and stuff. Um, to see if we see anything, which we definitely don't see anything during the daytime, and it is an overcast today, so I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work. And I hope my lips don't get too chapped because I forgot to put something on it before I walked out of the door. I just wanted to hurry up and get out and get back in. I got my music on, of course, but as I was walking, I was like, I was thinking about something, and I was like, I'm gonna take y'all with me, and I'm gonna give y'all a story time while um while I'm walking. First thing, I gotta go and get my coffee filters. You know what I'm saying? Since I can swoop on around. But anyway, so I'll give y'all this story time until it's finished, and then I'll be on my own. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all about this time where like I was friends with this older lady, and her freaking boyfriend started stalking me, y'all. Which all right, um, I had a very long time ago, like around middle school and stuff like that. I don't know, but there's somebody need a tune up or something. But I had a friend in middle school, fifth grade and middle school, I think. Anyway, me and her were real cool, very good friends. She was from New York. I always made the best friends from New York. You know what I'm saying? But she ended up moving. So I did not see her for a long, very, very, very long time. Because, I saw her once when I was in my late teens. And then she made a bigger move. I didn't see her anymore. Anyway, in my early 20s, I started, when I was doing nursing, I was working in a nursing home. And it was a lady there that worked. You know what I'm saying? We worked together. An older lady from New York. You know what I'm saying? She was like mad cool. Me and her clicked right away. And we became friends. In a short time afterwards, she came, she like, my daughter. My daughter. And I'm like, who your daughter? And she's, she said the name. And I'm like, yeah, that's my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but her daughter had moved states away. You know what I'm saying? And she rarely came here, so I didn't really see her anymore. But me and her mom, you know what I'm saying, became good friends. Now, before I had met her mom, right before I had met her mom, I had been approached by this Mexican dude trying to holler at me. And like, you know what I'm saying, I sometimes I will give my number out the first time somebody asks, but it's not typical, you know what I'm saying, that I'll do that. Like, especially now, but back then I kind of, you know what I'm saying, would give it out more the first time I saw you, whatever like that. But especially now, I kind of wait till I see you again, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But anyway, so the Mexican guy, I'm gonna just call him Bob for this story. Bob, you know what I'm saying, is trying to holler at me and everything like that. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, give him my number. But the next time I see him, I do. I go ahead, I give him my number. But he was blowing my phone up, like he was calling ridiculously. And he didn't speak English very well. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had taken Spanish 1 and 2 in high school, but this was before I had taken it again in college, which I should have really stuck with French. But anyway, um, so I did know some, you know what I mean? We could communicate some, but there was language barrier. Anyway, he was calling my phone like a maniac, y'all, a pure maniac. So I blocked his number, you know what I mean? Eventually, I changed mine, and that was that. Then I meet, you know what I'm saying, my homegirl mom, me and her become real cool. And she gets, you know, of course, we cool. I give her my number. And she was telling me that she was dating a guy like a few months. When I first met her, she was single, but after a few months, you know, whatever like that, she starts telling me about this guy that she met and that she's dating, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I had completely forgot all about, you know what I'm saying, the dude that had been harassing me. And so I she was telling me, you know what I'm saying, about God met this Mexican guy, you know what I'm saying? He's so nice and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, that's so wonderful, you know. Da, 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 this, that, the third, the other. And and so I'm like, oh, that is so wonderful. You know what I mean? You got the excuse me. You got the he said it down there.
They got humanitarian work from
Hold on, let me sit y'all down.
Humanitarian work. He was the first agency coach for black basketball. So he got a humanitarian.
This it today.
What's up, Rose?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Have you ever heard that, man?
It's nice talking to you too, man. I'll be seeing you around. My sister moved down today. We'll see you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, y'all. So man, get out of the way and say,
Nah, you're good.
y'all have a good one.
You too.
Whew.
You doing, Rose?
All right, we can head further up a little bit and come back. Hey, Miss Sue. It's good. I had a good one. I can't complain. What do I do with my shades? There they go. Okay. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all later.
Yes, ma'am.
We head further on up.
See you later, Rose.
All right. Bye-bye. Let me see. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that is so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, one day, you know what I'm saying, after y'all get, you know what I'm saying, a little closer and so you're gonna be around and stuff like that. Cause I had a little friend, my friend, like we knew that it was just friending, you know what I mean? So I'm like, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like she was older, she was looking for something a little more serious, and they had something, her and Bob had something a little more serious going on than what me and my friend had. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, if y'all know y'all gonna be around like that, you know what I'm saying? Then we gotta, you, Bob, me, and my friend, we gotta hang out sometime, you know what I'm saying? Because we live right damn near next door to each other, you know what I'm saying? And I would have little game nights and stuff like that at my house, and she did too. So one night or one late evening, I feel like that one dusk, I'm going in my house, and like I said, she said, we say, you know what I'm saying, like my building was right here, her building was behind mine but beside mine, so but we shared the same parking lot. So I'm coming in one dusk, and I hear somebody hollering my name from over there, you know, by the parking lot by her door. So I'm like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a male voice. I see light skin, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an olive complexion, but you know what I'm saying? I see his complexion and everything. So, but of course, I did not recognize the voice. I had not talked to him that much, and as well as it had been a lot of time that had passed. So, he's yelling or whatever like that. Like I said, it's kind of dusk, so I can't really see all of that good. And I'm like, more or less, get out of me. I'm like, more or less, um, who is that? You know what I'm saying? But I know that he's over there. I almost said her name. I know that he's over there, you know what I'm saying, at her house or whatever like that. So I'm just putting him up. Oh, okay. She must have told him about me because I said something about, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we got to get together or hang out or whatever like that. So, you know, he being friendly or whatever. So I just kind of throw my hand up, wave. I turn around, I go in my door. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next day, as my phone starts ringing off of a number that I don't know. So I was not answering it at first. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. When you see a number calling you that you don't know or recognize, you're not beat to answer it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's enough people calling you that do know. So I didn't answer it for a couple of hours, but it just kept calling back to back to back, which could be a telemarketer or it could be an emergency. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know, you know, what's going on. I answered the phone. Y'all, it was Bob. So of course at first I didn't you know what I'm saying, take to who it was. So when he's like, it's me, Bob. It's me, Bob. And he has the same name as somebody else. Well, a couple of people that I know, you know what I'm saying, like in real life. He had the same name, but you know what I'm saying, this accent, I'm like, who? You know what I mean? Because the name that they're saying is making me think of the people I actually know, but this don't sound like. So it's like, you know, who playing games on the phone? But um, when he said, you know me, you know what I'm saying, he started describing. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you get my new number? So he's like, do you know what I'm saying? He's saying her name. His girlfriend is my friend. He's like, do you know what I'm saying, such and such? You know such and such, you know such and such? Because he repeated it several times. And I'm like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, I got your number from her. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got my number from her because I knew she wasn't like the type to give out numbers. I knew she wasn't that type. You know what I'm saying? And then, especially like my number, because she already knew at that point in time I was being stalked by an ex-boyfriend from my teens. Um, like it was a lot going on. So she knew I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And she knew this because she had been present and around for a couple of months. So I'm like, she gave you my number? He's like, yeah. She's dating my friend. You know, like she's my friend's girlfriend. And, you know, she said, I asked her if she had a friend and she said, you. So I told her I knew you. You know what I'm saying? We used to talk. We lost contact. So she gave me your number. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Well, look, let me call you back. Right? I'm busy. Let me call you back. So he's like, okay. And I get off the phone. Now I'm irritated. I'm mad as hell. Because like I said, I know she ain't the type to give out my number. But how the fuck this nigga get my number? So And she was at work that day while I was off. So, when she gets off work, I go over to her house, I knock on the door or whatever. And I'm like, you know Bob. And she's like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. Oh, you met my baby? And I'm like, I know your baby. I was like, he called me today. She's like, what? I said, he called me today and was saying that you date his friend and that you gave him my number to talk to me. And she's like, no, hold up 1 second. You know what I'm saying? And like, she wasn't upset with me or nothing like that. But she was like, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, because she knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, I showed her in my phone and everything where he had called. So it was like, how would he have called you unless he went through my phone and got your information from my phone? So after he saw me, you know what I'm saying, he knew who her friend was. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he did that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? But even after he was confronted, even after I told him, do not call my phone anymore, after all of that, he would not stop. She told him to stop calling me. He would not stop. I told him to stop calling me. I mean, like, y'all, it was bad. He was calling my phone 30 times an hour, day, night, morning. It did not matter. Like, he was acting like a damn fool. And because, like I said, I had already had to get my number changed not too long before that because of him. I didn't want to have to change my number again, start having to contact people trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to have to go through all of that headache. So I was hoping that she could get his ass to chill, calm down, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop calling my friend. You might have wanted to talk to her before, but you know what I'm saying? It didn't flow like that because she was doing this same dumb ass, weird ass shit. You was doing it. So, you know, you ended up not talking to her or whatever. And like, you talking to me now, like, quit calling my friend on this weird dummy time. But he didn't. I ended up having to change my number again. That was so crazy. But anyway, so that was my second story time. I mean, second. Anyway, that was my story time for today, y'all. And I'll just talk with y'all later. I forgot we didn't much look in the sky today, but it's all good. I'll be heading back directly, so if I see something on the way back, then I'll certainly go back live. Might do it anyway. Who knows? We'll just have to see. Anyway, I love you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.